Good evening and welcome to my life. Hope you had a great day. If you want to learn how to ventilate your own closure, please stay. Just give me 5 minutes of your time and you'll be a pro at this. So because this is like the edge, I'm taking up to 2 strands of hair extension. Let me see, this is very clear. I'm taking up to 2 strands of hair extension because this is not the center. So up to 2 strands in all this area, very close to where it was sewn. So the tactics is get 2 strands of hair extension. What is this? So the tactics is locate one hole in the hairnet. Let your pin be up like this, it's facing up. Place your hair extension above it. Pick 2 strands of hair extension and pull out through the side. Either get 1 strand or 2 strands. So this part, you can get either 1 or 2 strands, but I'm working more with 2 strands. So either 1 strand or 2 strand. Place it above it. Pick 1 or 2 strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left to pull out gently and knot. One or 2 strands of hair extension. So you're following a straight line. This is the pattern for this one. You're following a straight line because this is a closure. So just follow the straight line straight. So once your pin, you locate one hole in the pin in the hairnet, put it up like this. Place your hair extension above it like this. Pick 1 or 2 strands of hair extension and pull out through the left side. Always remember, whenever you want to pull out, please. Whenever I want to pull out, please remember to bend it to the side, always. Locate one hole in the hair net. Place your, once the pin is up like this, place your hair extension above it. Pull 1 or 2 strands of hair and knot. I mostly pull 2 strands in this area, but sometimes just one enters your pin. 1 or 2 strands. Please don't take more than that so that you don't create a big knot. So 1 or 2 strands is enough. One or 2 strands is enough. Okay. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Pass your pin. Let your pin be up like this, above like this. Pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend to the left to pull out gently and not. Pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend to the left side and knot. Locate just one hole in the hairnet. Put it up like this. Place your extension above it. Pull one or two strands of hair, then you knot. Always remember, pull one or two strands of hair extension. So because this is a closure, I'm not just going to go round, round, round. So once we get to a certain point here, we'll stop and start again from the beginning. So we are going back again, over again to the second line. So when you start from the second line, please, the one in front here, basically this one, the first line, the first two lines, always remember to just pick one strand because this side is very close to the front. Always remember to pick just one strand. So whenever you get to this point, always take one strand in this area. So all these points, I'm taking just one strand of hair extension. So you don't create a big knot in front. Okay, so let's go over it again. Locate one hole, pick one strand here. So the moment you pass this line in front here, this sewing, you can start picking up to two strands. One or two strands, please. But for the front, just one strand. Put it above it, pick one or two strands of extension, bend it to the left and knot. Anytime you want to pull out, please always remember, bend to the left, pull to the left whenever you want to pull out. So you don't rip your hairnet. Once you know how to do your closure, your frontals and 360 wigs are very easy. It's the same pattern. The only difference is that this one, you're just going round and round. And the other one, start from the back. If you're just joining us, thank you and welcome to my live. If you want to learn how to ventilate your own closure, frontals, always join my live and just give me 5 minutes of your time and be a pro at this. Okay, let's go over this again. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Place your pin up like this. Pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the side to pull out safely and knot. Locate just a hole in the hairnet. Place your hair extension above the pin, on the pin. Pull out through the side when you get one or two strands of hair. Then you knot. Locate a hole, just one hole. Place this above it. Pull out one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left side and knot. Whenever you want to pull out, please always remember to pull successfully. Always bend to the left. Okay, so let's go over again. When you put your ventilating pin above the hairnet, on in the space of the hairnet, just one hole in the hairnet. You place your hair extension on the pin. You take one or two strands of hair extension. You bend to the left to be able to pull out. Then you knot. Let's do this again. So, okay, let's go over this again. Pick one or two strands. Once you locate one hole, pick one or two strands of hair extension and knot. Always pull to the left side. Whenever you want to pull out, please pull to the left. Please let me know if this is clear. Can you see what I'm doing clearly? Should I bring the camera closer? Please let me know. Put it in the chat box. Is it clear enough? Please, somebody should let me know. Is this clear enough? Okay, when you locate the hairnet, one hole in the hairnet, pass your pin through it. Place your hair extension above it. Just pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left side, pull out and knot. Locate one hole in the net. Take one or two strands of hair extension. Bend to the left to pull out and knot. So always remember, whenever you want to pull, please bend it to the left side so you don't rip your net. Okay, so let's go over this again. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Place your pin up like this. Pick one or two strands of hair extension by placing it on the pin. Bend it to the side. Pull and knot. Anytime you want to pull, always remember to bend it to the side so you don't rip your net. Always remember the magic is pull to the side. Okay, locate one net hole. Place your hair extension above it. Move to the left and knot. Okay, I guess this is clear since nobody's saying anything. This place is so noisy today. It's not light. Locate one or two hole. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Just one. Please don't pass your pin through two hole. Once your pin is up like this, place your hair extension above it to pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left to pull out, then you knot. Please don't pick more than two strands of hair extension so you don't create a very big knot because you want it to look as natural as possible, right? So the magic is one or two strands of hair. We're just going to go over this again and again. Okay, so when you get to the front here, in front, please pick only just one strand because you want it to look as natural as possible. So once you're at the front, please just one strand. Just one strand of hair extension in front. Don't pick more than one, please. Please hit that like button so that more people will be notified that I'm live now. Kindly hit the like button. The more like I get, the more people are notified to join, please. And if you're just joining my live now, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you had a great day. Okay. So I'm picking one strand here. So anytime you're picking the strands of hair, one and two strands is okay. Either one or two strands is just enough. Whenever you're picking one or two strands is okay. So the difference between ventilating frontal and closure is that closure, you just ventilate side, left side and right side. Whereas frontals, you have to start from the back. Like everything has to go to the back. For closures, you just side to side. That's the difference between ventilating frontals and closure. So always remember, whenever you're picking, just locate one hole in the hairnet. Place your pin above the pick one or two strands of extension, bend it to the left side to pull out, then you knot. Okay, so in front here, I'm picking just one strand of hair extension, just one strand, so it looks as natural as possible. It's the front. Or here, please, one strand. Or here, please, one strand. Because your hair should feel as natural as possible, right? So let's remember in front, one strand, please. If you're just joining my life, you're welcome. Hope you had a great day. Hope it's been a beautiful Tuesday for you. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left and knot. Anytime you want to pull your pin, please bend it to the left always. Always bend it to the left. Thank you so much for the like. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left and knot. Please, anytime you want to pull, always bend it to the left so you don't rip your net. That's the essence of bending to the left. Always bend to the left. Please don't pick more than one or two strands of hair extension because you want that very natural feel, right? Please don't pick more than one or two strands. Always remember, one or two strands is enough. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Place your extension above it like this. Pick one or two strands of hair. Bend it to the left to pull and knot. So every time you want to pull, bend it to the left. So please, anytime you want to get the hole in the net, please don't pass your pin through two holes, just one. You will see the mark in between there. Just get one hole. Just one hole is enough. So we are doing the same thing over and over again. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Place your pin above it like this. Get 1 or 2 strands of hair extension, pull through the side and knot. Always remember, knot it always. Knot it always. Otherwise, your effort will be in vain. So always remember to knot. That's the only way you can secure it to the net. Locate one hole in the net. Put your pin up like this. My finger is touching it. Place your extension above it. Pull out 1 or 2 strands of extension. Pull through the side and knot. Always bend your pin to the side whenever you want to pull out. I always pull to the left. Okay, let's do this again. Locate one hole in the hairnet. Put your pin like this. Let your pin face upwards. Place your extension on top of it. Pull out 1 or 2 strands of extension. Bend it to the left to pull. Then you knot. Always remember to bend to the left whenever you want to pull. Please don't take more than 1 or 2 strands of extension, please. Don't take more than 1 or 2. Otherwise, the whole knotting will be very, very visible. You want it to feel as natural as possible. Please don't take more than 1 or 2 strands of hair extension. Very important. Thank you so much for the like. If you're just joining my life, you're welcome. If you want to learn how to ventilate your own closures, wigs, frontals, always join my life. And I promise you, just give me 5 minutes of your time. You'll be a pro at this. Okay, so locate one hole in the hairnet, just one. Let your pin be up like this. It's facing upwards. Place your extension above it to pick just 1 or 2 strands of hair. Just 1 or 2 strands of hair. So in front, I usually use 1 strand. So bend it to the left, pull out, and knot. Always bend your pin to the left slightly. Please don't drag it where it's still upwards. You will rip your net if you do so. So always remember, bend to the left, pull out, and knot. So anytime you want to pull your pin out with the extension, always like bend your pin like this. Okay, let's go over that again. Pull to the left, then you knot. Get one or just get one hole in the hairnet, just one hole. Please don't pass your pin through 2 holes, just one hole. Place your pin upwards like this. Place your hair extension above it to pick 1 or 2 strands of hair. Bend it to the left side to pull out and knot. Okay, let's do this again. Now that your pin is just up like this, place your hair extension above it. Pick 1 or 2 strands, bend to the left and knot. Please don't pick more than 1 or 2 strands so that you have that natural feel. Please, not more than 1 or 2 strands. Not more than 1 or 2 strands, please. Because you want it to look as natural as possible. 1 or 2 strands is enough. Okay. Okay. Locate one pin, one hole in the hair net. Just one hole, please. Don't pass your pin through 2 holes. Just one. When it's upward like this, after passing it, place your extension above it to pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left side to pull safely, then you knot. Okay. So once you've located one hole in the hairnet, pass the pin through it. Face it upward like this. Place your extension above it to pick one or two strands of hair. Bend it to the left, then you knot. Please, if there's nothing, if something that is not clear, please use the chat box and I'll address it. If there's anything that is confusing, please use the chat box. Always pick one or two strands of hair extension. Please don't take more than that so it feels as natural as possible. One or two strands of hair extension is enough. Okay, let's go over this again. Locate a hole in the hairnet. Take one strand of hair extension, especially in the front. I take only one strand. I don't take more than one strand in the front. So one strand in the front because here has to be very, very flat. You can take one strand all through, but I'm taking more than one strand in the other part because I want it to kind of have weight for my braiding. So, but one or two strands is just enough. You don't need more than that, please. Otherwise, you'll be creating a very big knot down the root and it will look that natural. So for that natural feel, please, just one or two strands of hair is enough. Okay, locate one hole in the hair net and let your pin be up like this, like mine is facing upwards. Place your hair extension above it to pick just one or two strands of hair. Then bend it to the left side like this, pull out and knot. So bending to the left side is for easy pulling out, so you don't rip your net. Please don't try to pull out when your net is like your pin is upwards. It will rip your net. So always remember, bend it to the side. Always bend it to the side anytime you want to pull. Okay, locate one hole in the hair net. Let your pin be upwards like this. Place your hair extension above it. Pick one or two strands of hair, put to the side, then you knot. Always remember to pull to the side whenever you want to knot. And always remember to pull to the side before you knot. Please don't pull it while the pin is facing upwards, like the sharp edge of the pin is facing upwards. Let that sharp edge be turned to the side for easy pulling. Always remember, pull to the side. Pull your pin from the side. Don't face the sharp edge of the pin upwards whenever you want to pull. And be very patient. Do not be in a hurry. In no time, you will perfect it. Please do not be in a hurry. Okay, let's do this again. Locate one hole in the hair net. Let your pin be up like this, facing up. Place your extension above it. Pull out one or two strands of hair, bend it to the left, then you knot. Okay, let's do this again. Locate one hole here. Pick one strand of hair extension in front here. Pull to the left and knot. Place the front. I'm basically using just one hole, just one strand, because I want it to feel as natural as possible. So this front, every part of the front, I am using one strand mostly. Though even if I use two strands, it will still be enough, but I decided to just use one strand. Two strands is still okay here until you get to the center pattern. Okay, so locate one hole here. Place your extension above to pick one or two strands of hair, bend to left and knot. Let's do this again. Pick one or two strands of hair, bend to the left to pull out, then you knot. Locate one hole again. Please don't pass your pin through two holes, please. Make sure it's one hole. Place your extension above to pick one or two strands of hair, bend to the left, then you knot. One or two strands of hair. Please don't pick more than one or two strands of hair, please. Always one or two strands of hair. All right, let's go over this again. Locate one hole in the hairnet, just one hole. Pick one strand of hair extension in front, then you knot. So the magic is one or two strands of hair. But in front, I prefer to just take one strand all through. At least the first 3, 4 lines. I prefer to take just one strand. Okay. Locate one hole in the hair net. Pick one or two strand of hair extension, bend it to the left, then you knot. Locate one hole in the hair net. Please, just one hole. Place your extension above it. Pick one or two strands of extension, bend to the left, then you knot. Locate just one hole in the hair net. Place your extension like this above it. Pick one or two strands of hair, bend it to the left to pull, then you knot. Please, every single time you want to pull, always remember, do not drag your pin like this. You will rip it off. Always bend it. Bend it to the left like this. Pull out, then you knot. Always remember, let your pin be bent to the side whenever you want to pull. So it's bent to the side. Then once you pull successfully, you'll knot it. Always knot, so you know that that's a completed one. So this is how far we've gone. Since this one is not much, you try to cover every hole as possible. As much as possible, try to cover every hole. Because this is just a closure, so it didn't go far. So try as much as possible to cover every hole you can. Especially if you're using it for braiding. Like what I'm doing now is for braiding hair. Okay, so let's go over this again. Locate one hole in the hair net. Put it up like this. Pick one or two strands of hair extension. Bend it to the left like this and knot. Let's locate another one hole. Pick one or two strands of extension, bend it to the left to pull out, then you knot. Locate the nearest hole again. Pick one or two strands of extension, bend it to the left like this, then you knot. Always remember to bend to the left anytime you want to pull. Otherwise, you will rip your net if you pull it from the top. So always remember, bend to the left to pull and knot. So fill every hole as much as possible because this one is just a closure.